So you get this whole systemic effect that can be really, really nice without the psychoactive effects that you get with a THC product. But the endocannabinoid system is something that was only discovered in like 1988, I believe. And it's basically this system that helps regulate the body and keep it in homeostasis. And if you don't know what homeostasis is, I always think of a teeter-totter. And if it's in perfect balance, that is what homeostasis is with your body. So when you have that day where everything is just clicking and you feel good, you have energy, you feel clear-minded, you feel happy, that is a really good sign of homeostasis, that your systems are all working well together. We are physiological human creatures that need to be in balance to feel good. So anyway, the endocannabinoid system is part of achieving that balance. And it's basically like this network signaling where your body releases endocannabinoids as needed. And then those endocannabinoids go and sit in a receptor somewhere in the body, and it can be in the brain, it can be in the periphery of your body, and then a response happens. And that response is what is part of the health benefits of CBD. One of the things that happens with CBD products is they are not endocannabinoids, because obviously your body is not creating them, but they are called phytocannabinoids. So now I feel really fancy for saying that. But basically they're nature's version of the endocannabinoids that we make in our body. And so when you take a product with CBD, you're basically giving yourself something similar to what your body naturally produces to stay in homeostasis. So you get this whole systemic effect that can be really, really nice without the psychoactive effects that you get with a THC product. So some of the benefits that are studied and reported, and I would say personally experienced, and I'm sure you've experienced the same. For sure, people talk about CBD for pain relief because there are anti-inflammatory properties that go along with CBD when it hits those receptors and when you increase your natural endocannabinoids. But then you also get a decreased perception of pain. Definitely for anxiety and stress. So for sure, anxiety and stress, mental health disorders. So it kind of calms down your nervous system. And a lot of times when people have mental health disorders, it's because their nervous system is just like, I always tell my patients, it's like you're a cat on a tin roof, which is kind of how I was when you showed up this morning. So it kind of calms that down. People use it to sleep for the same reason, because it calms your nervous system down, which helps you sleep. So we see a lot of patients with dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and I had never really heard of CBD as something that could be used for brain health, but it makes sense if there's CB1
It
receptors in the
does.
brain.
So
So I mean, I think that is really
I don't think
interesting.
it's going to reverse it, but it's going to help with the symptoms
Right.
of it and manage it.
So things like CBD are actually immune modulating, which means they don't make it suppressed and they don't make it work more. They just make it work better. And you're not at risk of triggering someone's autoimmune disease, and you're not at risk of shutting their immune system down so that they can't actually fight infections and pathogens that they're exposed to.